In today's video, we find out what happens when the brand new boss Slone boss meets the HighCard boss inside of Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 3. In the past, we've seen HighCard meet Darth Vader, we've seen HighCard meet Clone Troopers. It's going to be a super exciting one, so make sure you stay tuned. Now, if you haven't already, roughly 98% of you guys watching today's video aren't already subscribed. Tap the subscribe button, it means the absolute world to me. Tap it, it takes less than 2 seconds. And also, if you happen to know the name of this skin on screen right now, don't forget to comment it down below, because if you get it right, I'll be hearting your comment. So if you know it, comment it. Alright, so what's the plan for today's video? Well, the plan for today's video was to locate the location of Boss Slone on the map, and then take her over to the location via vehicle, over to the location of one of the HighCards that spawn in random spots on the map now. So, it was pretty possible to do, but moving Slone was a little bit difficult, so fingers crossed we can get this right and the plan goes to plan. Anyway, let's jump on in. Okay, so jumping into the gameplay, you can see we are now in the battle bus, and all we've got to do is jump out of the battle bus and locate ourselves a vehicle. It's important that we find a vehicle, because that's what we're going to need to put Dr. Slone on the vehicle to get her moving. So first off, I land up, loot a bunch of chests for heals, because heals are going to be really valuable here as well, or any materials we can get to help us, and the vehicle is just down below us, so we can grab this. Sadly, it's got chonkers on, and usually chonkers ain't the best, so we got to try and find one without chonkers, because chonkers aren't really going to help us here in this situation, because literally chonkers just make it so it's impossible to get the NPC/boss on the car. So after a little bit more searching, I was searching for another vehicle, which there should be some around here. I can see there's some stuff around here. There's a fishing rod, we're going to need one of them, so let's grab one of them on our little search. Grab ourselves a little rod, that's going to come in super handy as well to lift up the NPCs. And then inside of here we do have some heals, which is nice. Okay, perfect. Let's keep driving around and see if we can find ourselves another car, and we do. We come across another car, so we change over to the other car and we're pretty much set now. This one's a little bit more damaged, so it looks like it's been damaged by some wasps, but it's okay. We can use this car and now grab Dr. Slone and put her on it. So here she is. So all you do is just fishing rod it, and that should get her onto the vehicle. It's an old technique this, we've done it in many videos in the past, so you guys have seen it a few times, but obviously just fishing rodding her on takes a little bit of time, and she is on the mobile. Now you gotta be careful, sometimes she can aggro onto stuff, either you or the wasps, so do be careful for them, so she doesn't hit you, because if she does hit you, it's kind of all over. So now Dr. Slone's on the mobile, we should be able to get her going. It can be a little bit buggy and very difficult to do sometimes, but with a little bit of luck, usually you can get the doctor moving quite well, and if you can manage to get the doctor moving well, you're pretty much set to go. So luckily enough here, we do have Dr. Slone on our vehicle, ready to go, and she is moving with us quite nicely actually. Also guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to check out the brand new 50v50 map, which I made a few weeks ago during the end of Chapter 4 Season 2. If you haven't played it, it's super fun, it's action-packed, it's crazy. Go and give it a go with the code on screen. I'll see you guys inside of there. Okay, so jumping back into the gameplay, now I decided to go and farm up some materials while Dr. Slone was on her way over. This was really important to do because we needed extra materials to hold Doctor in. If we don't hold her in place, then sadly she's going to move back to her POI. There's no way of us keeping that NPC in position anymore. There's no pits that are any good, there's no like areas we can trap the NPCs, there's nothing, no movement items, no shockwaves, no impulses, no lightsabers, no hammers, there's nothing we can use to keep these NPCs in position. So the only option we did have was materials, which I grabbed. So obviously Dr. Slone heads back over there. This time we take her over to Mega City, and now we are set to go. She's at Mega City, and all we've got to do is build over the river here. So for some reason it doesn't allow you to connect it to the actual core wall. So if you build up a little bit, you can then connect it to this side wall, and this should give you access to be able to build this, I guess, flat piece all over this entire section here, and that should allow you for it. So now the fight was about to start. We go over to Dr. Slone, we aggro HighCard, and Dr. Slone gets hit by HighCard once. Now the fight begins between these two bosses, and here we go. Dr. Slone versus HighCard. Let's see who's going to win the battle. Dr. Slone hits him with another shotgun shot there, doing for 23. Still a bit of damage there. HighCard taking 77. Actually, there, a lot of shotgun damage. HighCard missing most of his shots, but he did get the initial first shot onto Dr. Slone. A lot of shots being missed here, and not much damage going down for either party. We're trying our best to keep Dr. Slone in the battlefield. She's doing alright in position right now, but you've got to be careful. HighCard will be moving around. You'll see us running around a lot in this fight, just because it's important to keep HighCard and Dr. Slone in position. HighCard's not targeting on Slone here. Slone targeting on HighCard, dealing a little bit of damage there. Slone again, a little bit more damage to HighCard. HighCard trying to break the floor here. Be very careful that his floor does not break. Slone randomly starts to emote, very random from the Doctor. Then she decides to drop down into the river. She drops down HighCard and Slone herself into the river, which is a pretty interesting move, because now we're in a little bit of a sticky situation. HighCard's going one way and Slone's going the other, and obviously we've got to try and get Slone out of here. It makes it very complex, these boss beats. Like, seriously, this was a hard one. But yeah, you can see the battle's still taking place between these. HighCard hitting him for 23 looks like he has cracked the Doctor's shield. The Doctor is moving back though, trying her best to get in position. We're now knee sliding her in the best we can, but it's hard, so bear with us. Okay, Dr. Slone gets in pretty close. She's pretty much almost eliminated, but not yet, because obviously she's still alive. HighCard's fallen down, Storm closes in, and that is where we're going to scrap that one because the Storm did close. Storm closure is usually a fail for boss meets, so we move on to our next one, and this time we've decided to take Dr. Slone over to Brutal Bastion. Just skipping straight to the replay fight, and you can see Dr. Slone is straight in the action. She's again trying to walk back to her POI, but HighCard, because they're more inside Brutal Bastion, they decide to approach each other pretty fast right now, which gives us the opportunity to get this boss meet perfect. So HighCard, Dr. Slone, inside of Brutal Bastion, getting close to each other. Lovely 23 there from Dr. Slone. HighCard moving back a little bit, gets another 77. Ooh, another 77 there from Slone, but Slone getting a bunch of damage on HighCard. HighCard also doing tons of damage to Doctor. Dr. Slone is now in close range with the pistol, using that, switching back to the shotgun, gets another 77, has cracked HighCard's shield. This is a really good action fight here between these two. Another 23 there onto the HighCard. Slone and HighCard now in position where they're kind of not near each other anymore. So Slone's gone one way, HighCard's gone the other way, but that's okay. We can force HighCard this way, and it looks like he is coming this way. Oh no, he decided to come a little bit, and now he's decided to back off a little bit, so give it a second. HighCard is trying to shoot through the wall, typical NPC move. Definitely not possible to shoot through the wall there, HighCard. You're going to have to go round to find the Doctor, so head round the corner and you will be able to find the Doctor. There we are, Dr. Slone moving back round as well. We're managing to knee slide her quite nicely into position, getting her in. Okay, that's a perfect position for the Doctor. HighCard's going to be coming around any second now. He's just round the corner. You can see Dr. Slone's done alright. She's on a decent amount of HP, but just not enough. Sometimes she could do with a little bit more. Here's HighCard down at the bottom of the stairs though. HighCard and Dr. Slone now in a good position. He's getting a bunch of damage in there, HighCard, but not hitting Doctor, hitting our player there. He's trying his best to hit the Doctor, but the Doctor shoots in and misses as well. A lot of missing shots here. We're trying our best to hold Doctor at the top of these stairs here so that we can get her down towards HighCard. Number 23 there coming in from HighCard onto Doctor. It looks like Dr. Slone still has her over shield, whereas HighCard does not have his shield currently. He has been cracked by Dr. Slone. Dr. Slone trying her best on this upper section, but not really doing too much here. She's jumping around, trying to get out of the position. HighCard again moving in, missing a few shots there on the Doctor. Doctor just really peacefully playing here, not really doing too much there. HighCard gets another 23 on the Doctor, but no true damage much onto Slone because just the amount of damage is being dealt on us and not the Doctor, just because there's a lot going on here. It's difficult to keep them in the right positions. You've really got to bear with us, guys. A lot of damage coming in here though from HighCard onto the Doctor. Again, you got Slone trying the best of a shotgun, missing a few shots there. HighCard firing in on the action, trying to hit Dr. Slone. Dr. Slone missing them few shotguns. Oh! And she gets the finish on HighCard just like that. GG Dr. Slone, very impressive to get the victory against the HighCard boss. I did not expect that, but you can see she has done a great job. And obviously we do eliminate her there just to check how much HP she had. Also, if you get a free moment, don't forget to go and try out the toy box map, guys. I've added all the new weapons inside of here. So if you guys want to play with any of the new guns, any of the new stuff, you can check out toy box or the 50/50 code, which I mentioned earlier, which I'll link down below as well. You can play either of these two maps, you'll have some fun on it, and you can try out every new weapon and item in here. So yeah, feel free to try it out with the code on screen. I'm sure you guys will love it. And if you like any other videos you see popping up on screen, you like these sort of boss meets, go and check them out. I think you'll enjoy them. I'll see you guys over there. Once again, this is By Post, signing out. Have a good one. Peace.